Has picked the same 13 that won the Autoglass Trophy here against Stockport County. Defender Peter Swan, their only doubt, having overcome a stomach injury. Well, being back at Wembley so soon could give Vale an edge, but having beaten West Bromwich Albion twice in the league might be an even bigger advantage. What's John Rudge's view?
We have beaten them twice. We finished higher than them in the table. We've got to go and win the game again today.
Wasn't an advantage playing at Wembley last weekend?
We'll soon find out. I would think that it is a slight advantage, but it's all on the day. That won't guarantee us winning the match.
How do you feel about deciding promotion this way?
It's an exciting finish to the season, but when you've actually got 89 points, it seems a little bit cruel that we've got to play another match after playing
final here in 1970. They finished fourth in the table with 85 points, 1 place and 4 points behind Port Vale. Defender Daryl Burgess is out injured. His place goes to Gary Strother. Otherwise, the Baggies are at full strength, and they certainly have the edge here. Super confident, or perhaps misjudging the way that ball dipped. He's got a smile on his face. He wouldn't have done it if it had gone in.
The Port Vale boys seem to think there was a deflection there, and we're appealing for a corner. Here's a strike. Yeah, there was a deflection off his boot, and
Albion break clear with McNally. Now Reid. Dangerous ball. Taylor intercepts, but Luwall wins it back off Kent. Taylor. Hunt is ahead of him. That's a foul by Swan. Free kick to West Brom. Just a bit too... And it's all down to the goalkeeper, but it's missed in the end by Donovan. Now that was all down to poor Musselwhite. He came a long way out of his goal, took a risk, and really sliced the ball straight back to West Bromwich Albion.
I'd like to thank him very much, because I was just saying how well they look at the back. They look organised, the back four, and there he is. He comes out here, and it's a chance that goes.
It's not a bad-looking corner either, and Raven just got his head to it. It's a good ball forward. Spin away when the kick finally comes in, which it did, and Swan is the one who wins the header, and that wasn't too far wide. A well-practiced, well-rehearsed free-kick routine. Cross by Taylor on the far post, and was that handball by Aspin? Taylor was claiming it was, and so were about 40,000 supporters. But the referee has said play on. I think the initial suspicion there was perhaps that Taylor might have been offside. Anyway, we might be able to come back to that. But the action continues with McNally for West Brom. He's done well here. He's done really well, but so too has Kerr in tracking back and into... He holds his head in anguish, knowing that for the second time in this game he has missed a golden opportunity. Although let's give credit to poor Musselwhite for closing the space down quickly, but really Donovan knows better than anyone in this ground that should have been the first goal. Slaven meantime for Port Vale gets forward well and is then dispossessed by Nicky Reid, but you have to feel that Albion should be ahead at this stage.
Yes, that was a wonderful chance. I had a hint of offside, but he's there, he's in. The Lions was letting him
on and scored a goal, then Peter Swan could be in big trouble with the referee here. No one wants to see a dismissal, least of all at Wembley, but his heart will be in his mouth now.
Oh, you've got your doubts when you're there. Big Swanee, he's just been caught. Taylor's peeled away from him, and he's lost Taylor. He's got behind him. It's a quality ball in, and it's a desperate lunge at the end. I would go, stay on the pitch. No.
He's off.
He's off.
And Peter Swan, sadly, has the long walk back down the Wembley tunnel. One of very few players in the history of the game to be dismissed at the world's most famous stadium. And I think the moment he brought down Taylor, he must have almost realised what his fate was to be. The laws are quite clear on that, and I think there are few referees more forgiving than Roger Milford, but I think the law trapped Roger Milford into the decision. He had to...
Swanee's tried. No, it's fair enough. Good decision. Haven't seen it from that angle. Good decision. He was clear, he was going for it. Mistake made.
Vale are down to 10 men crucially here, but Donovan has totally wasted the free kick. However, the big question now, and they've got a lot of players forward certainly here, and they've got a corner.
We had one man on the park who didn't want to have to make a decision, plus myself, would be Roger today. He didn't want that to happen. but having seen it from the side, you just get a...
Off the line from Strotter's header. Taylor. Chipped in again by Reed. And it's in this time, yes! It's Andy Hunt. Minutes gone in the second half. Albion in front.
You cannot believe that header's not gone in. The first header from Strotter. Here's a good touch here. Just moves it to the side, clips it in, and there's the header directed into the only place the poor keeper got no chance of getting that. But it's a great header. Two great headers, really. Strotter was so unlucky that the ball hit the post.
Andy Taylor's 11th goal of the season for West Bromwich Albion is their most crucial of the whole season. It's their 89th in this long campaign, if you include this as a league fixture, which of course, strictly speaking, it is. And after and whipped off his toe by Lilwall.
It's a good move, that, Alan. There's a lot of movement off the ball, and little Bernie Slaven was on the end there, just that his first touch wasn't quite right. If he'd have got that control right, I'm sure he would have got that on target.
Corner kick to Port Vale, who've come back well. A player sent off and a goal conceded. Vandalon getting up to try. Aspin in the nick of time gets back for Port Vale. And now he's given it away. Inevitably, the 10 men are facing real pressure from the 11 men of Albion. Raven lifts it on. And it breaks to Bob Taylor against Ian Taylor. And Reed has got forward from the back. And he scored! Nicky Reed has surely now clinched a place in the first division for West Bromwich Albion.
It's great running from Nicky Reed. The ball has been played forward. Vale were on the attack. Suddenly it breaks. Donovan goes down, he looks up, he plays a little ball with the outside of the right foot. Reed gets a good first touch, keeper dives out at him, and he just keeps his cool and places it in the corner of the net. I think he's had a superb game, Reed, and that justifies him, for me, hopefully being the man of the match.
And what a moment to score your first ever goal for your new club. Nicky Reed has made it 2-0 to West Bromwich Albion, and suddenly Donovan finds himself in the clear again. He's made some absolutely splendid runs today. He got an accidental crack in the face there, but play goes on. It's a good tackle. It really was a good tackle. And Raven certainly came to Albion's rescue then. It looked as though Nicky Cross had his finger on the trigger. And another opportunity goes begging. Tiredness, really, I think, was behind that.
I just felt...
The man who has missed the chances earlier on has converted the one that comes in injury time. Kevin Donovan has given Albion a certain place in the first division. 3-0.
Here's our man of the match, Reedy. He knocks a great ball in, just gets a touch. Bob Taylor on the deck there with Aspin, and the ball just breaks. If you watch it, it comes very kindly, and in you go. I won't miss that one. And that will make his day, because he's missed a couple of chances, Donovan, but his work and his running off the ball, been very unselfish, and he deserves that finish.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. I felt sorry for him missing those chances early on. I suppose you shouldn't feel sorry for players. That's what they're there to do, of course, but he would have looked back on those misses forever with regret. Now he's got a goal to tell his grandkids about instead. Kevin Donovan. Bromwich Albion are in the first division. The margin of victory in the end was flattering and did not do justice to Port Vale's performance. But you have to say that West Bromwich Albion, on the day, played well enough to deserve their place. John Sillett.
Wonderful advert for football, isn't it? To be here was a pleasure and an honour, to be in this wonderful stadium and see two sides come out and play that type of football, both attacking, both trying to get the result at the end of the day. It's gone Albion's way. They played some great football, great movement off the ball, and possibly deserved it. But having said that, I do feel for Port Vale.
Ronnie Allen there, one of the great West Bromwich Albion heroes of days gone by.